then you have a chance at winning it. So, if you want a soundtrack of this game signed by Solai, which is the guy who composed it, then you can get that, and it's awesome. So, I guess I'll just start, because we're already way behind. So, I'll count down as whoever's hitting the timer ready. Because I don't know. There's nobody in Mumble either.
Sorry, I'm here. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, 3, 2...
Paprika will hit the timer, yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. So, the interesting thing about this game as a speedrun is that you sequence break within the first 20 seconds. So, I'm just going to skip the tutorial because I can. So if you kill yourself right here by pressing R, you can just skip the tutorial. So, that's out of the way. It's also very important for a good skip we're going to do later.
Ice, the chat is telling you to lower the game audio a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I know the music's pretty good.
Look at me, I'm wasting all this time. Okay. Dead run. I can't really raise my mic. Where am I? I already got lost because I just had to mess with the audio. Okay, we're back now. Anyway, the first level I'm going to go do is called the Warp Zone. And the thing with the Warp Zone is that you can warp around the screens. When you go off one side, you come out the other. That's going to be fun. That part's kind of confusing if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, there's the Warp Zone, the first level, with my favorite song of the game. And it's pretty straightforward for the most part. Anything special. Oh, here's one. If you make sure to go in the bottom part of that room, oops, there's the first death, choke number 1. Make sure to go in the bottom part, it makes that room twice as fast. Here, you can just die, because I'm not paying attention. All these deaths. The hottest chokes right here.
Oh, dude, I choke there every time, and I don't know why.
Oh, wow. I don't even know why I died there. Yeah. Already an unbelievable amount of chokes. Yeah, keep count. I want to know how many times I choke. Alright.
Do you want me to keep count of the viewer drop too? Because it's pretty impressive.
Well, I'm not Worcester, so I'm not surprised. So that's one level now. Next level we're going to go to is the laboratory, which has one interesting glitch. That'll explain when I get there. Oh, Viridian's sad because I killed myself to skip the tutorial. And he'll turn happy later in the run, but that's just a side effect of it. So the thing about this level is that you hit these white lines and then it flips you. And it has a bunch of stuff based on that. So the first one of the few glitches right here, where if you flip at a certain precision frame, then you can go right through the lines if it's close enough to the floor. Evil Snurdy wants me to change the song. That's not gonna happen. This part's it's just a lot of holding left. Oh, I'm gonna die. Or not. Okay. Right. There's another one. So next level we're going to go to is the tower, which is pretty much just an auto-scroller. So you'd think that'd be pretty boring from a speedrun perspective, but there's a few parts where you can make it scroll a bit faster. Sorry if I'm not reading too much in chat, because I'm trying to play. Alright, here we go. A lot of people like this song as their favorite in the game. Oh yeah. My Twitch, yeah, okay, you fixed it. Alright, here's the first time where you can kill yourself. Hopefully I do it right. Yeah, there you go. So if you hit the spikes and the checkpoint at the same time there, then it makes the screen scroll a tiny bit faster, and it saves about 3 seconds total. And there's 5 or 6 points where you can do it, I'm not sure. That was 4. There's 5. Yeah, so 6. Oh, I didn't hit the spikes, oh well. And then the rest of the level is pretty chill.
To Jen about why.
What's he doing?
He's linking to Black Ops 2.
Wow. Oops. Here's a fun part of the game called First Intermission, where it's an expert mission, and everyone loves those. So, this guy, Vermilion, I think, he only follows you when you're on the floor. And if he dies, then you die. So, stuff gets pretty crazy. Ooh, that was close. You almost hit that circle. Alright, this room is pretty hard, and there's a crazy strat that the world record uses that I'm not going to even attempt, because I'm not that good. If you want to see some crazy stuff, go watch the world record for this game. Done by Fiery Blizzard. Ooh, I'm not even paying attention. There you go. If you kill yourself here and get back, it saves a bit of time. Is it possible to do either intermission with Violet? That's a good question, because it's about to come up. I'll explain that a bit later. That wasn't a choke, don't count that up. Oh no, I'm way ahead. I forgot about the crazy stream lag. So yeah, remember how we skipped the tutorial? You can't really beat the game unless you do it, in a sense, so we're gonna go do that now. But the only way to get back to it is through a different level. Space Station 2. Which has another song that people really love. that trinket is not actually faster, but I just choked. It's easier than going the other way. Here's another room that has crazy stress that I don't even try. If you flip between the platforms, you can go up under the second one, and it's just crazy. Oh wow. Alright, so that teleport is important because we're going to come back here later. Here you can just go like between everything and happen to make it through. I'll probably end up dying here, I'm really bad at this room. You have to hold right and land on the platform at a certain point, and if you don't hit at a certain point, you'll die, and I managed to hit it. So, I'd at least attempt to do the doing things the hard way, but we don't really have time. Alright, so, since we skipped the tutorial, we'll fall back into it right here. Fall upwards. And we're gonna go rescue Violet. Alright, I did it. So, the thing is, after you rescue your 4th crew member, you're supposed to go to the secondary's mission, which is called the Gravitron, and it sucks, but if you rescue Violet as between like the 3rd or 4th, then it skips the intermission you're supposed to go to, because I guess there's no text, or her cutscene just overwrites it completely. So we use that to skip the Gravitron, which is at least a minute long if you do it perfectly. Well, more than a minute. There's the death I was talking about. So instead we just rescue her 4th, and then we don't have to deal with that. So now we're just going to finish the rest of this level. Oh yeah, those spikes aren't real, and I just fucked everything up. I just wanted to show that the spikes weren't real. Manage that at least. This room is stupid hard, even though it's really simple, because you can't just hold left. Alright, so we've rescued all the crew members and are about to go to the final level. And I'm actually on a pretty good pace for me.
What's your PB for this run?
Oh, my PB for real time is 14:28, and in-game time is something that I'm not sure. Even though game time is a lot better for this game, because you can match times with the old version. The game time in this runs slow because the game only runs at 29.9 something frames per second, but it calculates the time in the game as if it was 30, so the timer runs slow in the game. Oh, that was a bad one. I want to do VVVVVC after, but there's just no time. We have to make up as much as we can because we're so behind in the marathon.
I blame the Donair for that one.
Yeah. Like Skeleton Bill worse than Hitler.
Blame Hitler.
If you kill yourself while talking to that thing, you can just go back to the checkpoint and save the tiny bit.
So I don't know, did you explain the way that glitch with the line works? The way that you can sort of bounce through it as opposed to...
Apparently it works if you hit flip 2 frames after hitting flip the first time. Yeah, right here. Then you just go through. I'm doing really bad at these right now. I'm gonna hit this checkpoint because I missed the last one. Yeah, see? That would have been pretty bad. Wow. screen's acting up. There's nothing. This is the end of the game, so there's no point in fixing it now. I'm already done. Well, I'm about to call time. Just heads up. And time. Oh wow, that stream's going slow. I dropped 3 frames, so there you have it. 14:44, decent run for me, and it's a really fast game. So I don't really have much else to say. Just remember that there's that soundtrack. You can win if you donate at least $5 towards it. If you really like the music in this game, signed by Solai, the guy who composed it.